And Nigerian scammer news. Oh, wait a minute. Where was we at? With that later. In Nigeria, we got to keep with the scam and the fraud, all that, Jasmine, okay? In Nigerian scammer news, Nigerians, where are you at, okay? First it was Hush Puppy. Now it's a PhD college professor and Democratic commentator on Fox, right? I thought Fox was Republican. What's she doing up over there? Them people don't even know how to fix her wig. What is she doing up over there? Because every time we turn around, I see where the glue start, because she dark skinned and the glue she be using is white. I thought they had a glue that maybe they ain't got that far yet, because it did take them a long time to get shades, you know, our color. I used to go on to Target all the time and be like, why are y'all stopping at beige? What are we doing here? But Real Housewives of Atlanta, Potomac fans, Real Housewife fans, this is a sad day. This is a sad day, and I read this indictment too, okay? Hold on for a second. Let me pull up, turn to your Bibles real quick. Pull up your Bibles. Actually, they ain't got their Bibles today. I'm the only one got the Bible, so I got to get a... You got a little bit, Jasmine? What you got? Go ahead. Turn to your Bible. Let's go. Oh, thank you, Jasmine. Thank you so much. Okay, so here we go. It's just 4 pages, but we're going to only read like 2 to 3, all right? And so apparently, when you're on TV and you don't like Trump, and you're black, and you're Nigerian, I hope they got I hope they were born here is all I'm gonna say. I hope Eddie and Wendy Osefo were born here, because when you commit crimes up under this new regime, that's exactly what it is. It's a regime. You're going back to Nigeria, which may not be a bad thing. I hope they set up assets over there, because you know they're gonna forfeit. Now comes the state of Maryland. Shout out to the DMV by through and through. It's attorney Melissa O. Hockensmith. You know she white. The deputy state's attorney for Carroll County and states the following: on Thursday, October 9th, 2025, the defendant was indicted by the grand jury of Carroll County on 7 counts of insurance fraud, okay? Now, hold on for a second. 8 counts of conspiracy to commit insurance fraud and 1 count of false statement to a police officer. I need my damn glasses. I'm starting to go like this. It's the age. I'm turning 44. I'm turning 44. I got to get the glasses that sit around my neck, okay? Now, an arrest warrant was issued and bail was set at $50,000. I'm sure they don't have it, because if they're allegedly filing false insurance claims, then money was tight. They needed the money, okay? Right after they came from Jamaica. That's time. I guess maybe they spent too much in Jamaica. I don't know. Now, the allegations in this case that are on that, hold on further. The allegations in this case are that on April 7, 2024, Carroll County Sheriff's Office deputies responded to Finksburg in Carroll County, okay, Maryland, for a call of reported burglary. All right, now a deputy was made by the homeowners Edward and Wendy Osefo, who reported to him that they had left to go on a trip to Jamaica on April 2nd, 2024. And when they returned on April 7th, 2024 at approximately 10 p.m., they found their bedroom and both closets to be ransacked, and several designer bags and jewelry have been stolen, okay? Now, the state's evidence would show that the purported point of entry into the home to be the owner's bathroom window on the 2nd floor. How'd they get up there on the 2nd floor? They live in a community where people can just go put a ladder and climb up to the 2nd floor and get in your house. God, dog. Okay, now the window looks onto a small roof that was about 9 feet above the deck. There were no ladders, and the deck furniture was undistributed and no indication anyone had been on the dock. Now, the Osefo stated, okay, they did not touch anything prior to the police arrival. There was a screen with damage laying on the roof, and the window was not locked. To go in and out of that window, one has to step on the toilet. The toilet lid was down, and there were no debris on it, so which means there were no footprints, no dents. You know what I'm saying? You know, we got them little plastic lids now. They don't make them porcelain like they used to do back in the day. Okay, now you got to have some money to get a porcelain. Otherwise, you're getting a plastic one. As soon as you sit on there to talk to somebody, it's already off track. Okay, you done slid it off track to the side. Now, I did that in my house the other day, talking to Shaq sitting on the toilet. We got to glue it back. Okay, now. To go in and out of that window, one has to step on the toilet. The toilet lid was down and no debris on it. When the sheriff's office personnel stepped onto the roof and back into the home, they tracked roof grit back inside. The Osefos had an ADT system and Ring cameras. The Osefos activated the ADT alarm system upon leaving for vacation. During the time they were away, there was no motion detected inside the residence. There was activity such as package deliveries on the Ring camera that was monitored remotely by the Osefos. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, if this was real, you would have footage, especially living in a high-end neighborhood, being two pretty much not wealthy, but rich people. You know what I'm saying? Now, the investigation determined on April 8th, 2024. Are they following me? The Osefos initiated 3 separate insurance claims for the burglary and thefts. Insurance claim. Now, you know you can't file but one. I tried that with my pregnancy with Lamine. I had Medicaid and Blue Cross Blue Shield. Boy, they tried to lock my ass up, okay? They said, you better drop one now. We called the police. I dropped the Medicaid. I did. So here's the thing. Now, the investigation determined that on April 8, 2024, the Osefos initiated 3 separate insurance claims for burglary and theft, traveler's insurance, jewelry's mutual insurance, and a home site insurance company for the alleged losses suffered while they were away. Now, Eddie Osefo gave recorded statements to 2 of the insurance companies regarding a list of items stolen, okay? He was asked whether any of the items on the list had been returned, okay, which he denied. He was asked if he had other insurance but failed to disclose the home site and jewelers that he was also making a claim with traveler's insurance, okay? So this seems planned, intentional, like they needed this money, okay? Now for home site, both Edward and Wendy Osefo signed a sworn statement of loss, which was notarized, okay? The total amount of the loss claimed on the sworn statement of loss was $2,500 for the building and $450,000 estimated for contents, personal property, and things like that, okay? Now, he included an inventory of reported stolen items along with receipts for the purchase of most of the items on the inventory. The claim was denied due to undistributed and no indication anyone had been on the deck. So which means they sent an adjuster out there to look to prove that there was such a thing happening, okay? Now, the Osefo stated they did not touch anything prior to police arrival. There was a screen with damage laying on the roof and the window was not locked, okay? To go in and out of that window, oh, why is it repeating itself? Hold on for a second. I don't know why it was repeating itself, okay. Hold on. That claim was denied. Okay, hold on. Now, let me go back. So basically, he included the inventory. We're almost done. Reported stolen items along with the receipts for the purchase of the most items. Now, that claim was denied due to the deputies observed photos of Wendy prior to the burglary wearing a diamond anniversary band on her left finger, okay? Now, the ring was reported stolen in the burglary. Then, after the reported burglary on April 27, 2024, Wendy Osefo is wearing the same ring on her left finger. The ring features multiple rows of diamonds and has a V shape on the side that separates where the rows of diamonds begin. That ring had been photographed prior to the burglary for an appraisal and matches the photo of the ring on April 27, 2024. So this had to be planned. If they had it appraised and then they came back with an actual value, put it into the insurance claim and submitted it, but the insurance company denied the claim based off of, indiscrepancies and things like that, okay? Now, discrepancies, okay. Now, deputies obtained email records for the Osefos on April 12, 2024. Edward emailed the list of reportedly stolen items to Wendy. The email asked if there were additional high-value items that we can add to the inventory listing, Chanel shoes, etc. I'm trying to get the total to exceed $423,000, which is our policy maximum. They must have trying to collect the money so they could leave the states. Okay? Now, at the time of the arrest, a search and seizure warrant was executed for the Osefo's home, and deputies found at least 15 items that appeared to be the same ones claimed stolen during the alleged burglary, okay? Now, investigation revealed that Osefos had been burdened by substantial debt. Edward and Wendy conspired to make fraudulent statements and provided misleading information to support in making 3 insurance claims for financial gain. The state respectfully requests the bail to remain at $50,000. And so basically they didn't get the money or anything, still in debt. Now they're broke and recently fired because not only that, I don't know if they're fired from the Real Housewives of Potomac, okay? I think the Real Housewives is gonna eat this up for y'all. They're gonna follow them, they're gonna pay them, they're gonna get this messiness, okay? This is the storyline for the whole season, okay? Now, I don't really watch the show like that. I catch highlights. You know, my team, they put me on to things, but apparently Wendy is quite flashy. She likes to brag different, I heard. Is that true? I don't know. You know how Nigerians is anyway. Nigeria, stand up for your people now. Don't be running. Don't be trying to, I don't know them. We don't do that. I mean, listen, they happen to be scammers, allegedly, according to the indictment. They still have to have their day in court, and they're Nigerian. Very nice looking Nigerian couple. I gotta give it to them, you know what I'm saying? So I just wish she would get better wigs. I always see the white crust at the edge, you know? I don't know why people just won't grow their hair sometimes. But anyway, but we have a few, videos on this to support it. Y'all go ahead and, pull up your, get your blunts ready. Let's go.
County Sheriff Jim DeWeese. Alongside of me is Carroll County State's Attorney Haven Shoemaker, and to his left is Mr. Alan Culver. He is special counsel to the Carroll County State's Attorney. We are here to announce the indictment and arrest of Wendy and Edward Osefo of the 1900 block of Turnberry Court in Finksburg, Maryland. Both Wendy and Edward are reality actors in the series The Real Housewives of Potomac, Maryland, which is filmed partially from their residence in Finksburg, Maryland, an hour away. On April 7, 2024, at approximately 10:13 p.m., deputies responded to a residence in the 1900 block of Turnberry Court in Finksburg for a reported burglary. Edward Osefo called 911 to report the burglary. Edward and Wendy Osefo, both from Finksburg, live at that address, and they have 3 school-aged children. They reported that their home had been burglarized sometime between April 2nd and April 7th.
Does she think this a game? Does Wendy think this is a game? They finna deport her. Them crackers don't play down there in that county. She's smiling and shit. Both of them smiling. They must have had some of their own weed. I heard they own a weed shop. Let's go. Keep it going. Just for
2024, while they were on vacation in Jamaica. The house would have been vacant at the time with no one's house sitting. No one had a key to the residence, according to the Osefos. The Osefos claimed that designer handbags and jewelry valued at more than $200,000 were missing from the primary residence bedroom upstairs. Responding patrol deputies handled the burglary according to policy and made contact with investigators with my major crimes unit to assist because of the dollar amount that was stolen. Crime scene investigators came to the scene the night of the...
All right, I already read all that. Okay, he don't need to be doing my job. The sheriff is stepping on my toes now. He don't need to be doing my job. I report the news. I report the gossip. But she knows she wrong for smiling. They're going to use this, too, when they take their ass to court. Seriously. But it's I don't know. And then I saw Candace doing an interview, and I guess Candace had spoke to Wendy, and Wendy was trying to say, according to what Candace said during an interview on, a small little local news channel, saying that Wendy, apparently everybody got it wrong. It's only $300 a fraud, and they're making a big deal out of this. No, baby, you got an indictment. They got emails, they got the claims, they got the items. You still got the items. I wonder if she's going to be able to keep her own shit. You can't pay late figures. They might as well just go on and just take a plea. If they in debt, how they going to afford lawyers? They may be able to negotiate it. The Real Housewives of Atlanta, truly original, may pay for it. Bravo may pay, they may kick that check for this storyline. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. Any other receipts we got on this, Jasmine? Okay, but I did see that she was just pulled from a gig. Which gig was that, Jasmine? She was pulled from a gig. She had lost a gig. Give me a second, because I know Tiffany had said something about it earlier. Hold on. Let me make sure I get y'all all the facts so far on this, and then we'll move on to our next story. Give me a second, because things are just happening in real time. And there's just so much coming out on this, okay? So let me see if our partners have it. Hold on for a second. No, I don't know. Okay, we'll come back later. All right, so listen. Y'all listen. This is serious. And I don't know why people love to go on TV knowing people gonna find shit on them. And I'm like, didn't they get the Real Housewives of Utah, Salt Lake City? They got them with the designer bags. They also got the Mob Wives lady, Teresa. How do you say her last name? She's a housewife. She looked like a mob wife. Teresa Gidas, is that her name? Judah, what? Judah Dice. See, I don't even follow this, okay? They done got her husband deported. You know what I'm saying? Y'all have to be careful out here. Like when I see Sierra and all them, getting online talking about, I just came back from vacation and I was robbed. And they make a whole post about it. It's because they don't overspend, they in debt. They're trying to come back with the plan. So they kind of have to take a vacation in order to support the fraud. Now, I'm not saying Sierra created fraud, but I'm just telling you this is the easiest trick in the book. And if somebody go looking, they can really just look. Pray for them. They're going to need it. They're going to need it, okay? Because this is not funny at all, okay?